Talent that goes to strengthen a rival makes them stronger. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks ngempela. Sebeze bayahluleka at this point to hide their true intentions behind doing things. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. And today I want us to talk about comments about this statement from Rhulani Mokwena when he was talking about signing of Terence Mashego from Cape Town City. Now, maybe by a few weeks, even a month, so that you get the full context of this. It starts with Kaizer Chiefs, with Uhlanti injured, with Umabiliso not impressing the coaches that we have. Chiefs wants to sign Umdlali from Cape Town City. And then what we hear, Uguti, the player is not available. If he goes overseas, if he leaves Cape Town City, he will go overseas. Okay. Good. 2 months later, he's signing for Sundowns. And we look at Sundowns, they have Premodiba, they have Ulaila K, they have Usfiso Ngobeni. 3 good, very good center backs. Angeke ukuthi hayi uLakhe imdala, uLakhe una 31. Lakhe is 31. Number 2, Umodiba is 27, Ungobeni is 25. That's enough cover in that position, yet they signed another player. For what reason? For this reason, I was sure. Because they knew that if Terence Mashego goes to Chiefs, then he will strengthen the Chiefs. And if Chiefs get strengthened, then this dominance of Sundowns disappears. Because that's basically what's happening. And I know some people will say, Vele Chiefs nayo ayifuna ukusayina abadlali. But here's the thing. Sometimes it happens ukuthi when two teams are negotiating, negotiations can drag long. I'm not saying this to defend Chiefs. Nah, Chiefs sometimes they are too slow. But sometimes nje kuyenzeka ukuthi teams are negotiating and it's taking a bit longer. And because of that, Sundowns can come in because bona phela bane unlimited money to just sign any player, even though they don't need a player, but they will sign the player just because Chiefs wants that player. We'll make an example ukuthi this thing is Sundowns, it's really bengayikholwa indaba kaGeorge Maluleka ukuthi why they wanted to sign uMaluleka back then. But now it makes sense. They started talking with George Maluleka ngendaba ye pre-contract while he was still signed with the Chiefs because they just wanted to reap havoc with Chiefs. And it worked for them because the Chiefs ended up benching uMaluleka, and as a result, the Chiefs lost the league on the last day because we're no longer playing George Maluleka. Instead, he was out there getting tactical advices and whatever from Opito because he was a Sundowns player at that time. And what ended up happening with George Maluleka? George Maluleka ended up not getting enough game time, and then uMazulu manje. Why? Because Sundowns actually they did not need George Maluleka etimini yabo. They just wanted to sign him. They just wanted to talk to him because bebefuna ukuphazamisa iharmony nepeace ye Chiefs. Singakhuluma ngoMintendorp ukuthi naye vele lento ayidlala yayingekho, but George Maluleka did something for the team, and just by tinkering with that piece, then they were done. It was checkmate. You can say Chiefs fell for it. Yeah, sure, they did fall for it. Because football is an emotional sport, and as much as good business, sometimes people make mistakes. And if you have the money and you have the ability to cause that havoc, you can do it, and then those things will work. If you're enjoying this video, please subscribe and please do like it so that YouTube can spread it to more people like you. Sibuye sikhulume ngoSipho Mbuli. uSipho Mbuli January. Chiefs yamfuna, ususpendiwe, ubuye gain weight, yet Chiefs mayimfuna akanikezwe Chiefs. Lo mdlali ahlaliswe benchini sonke lesikhathi, yet ufunwa Chiefs. You could cash in on the player and let him go. No, Sundowns, SuperSport holds on to the player. Good. They sell him to Sundowns. Mayifika kwi-Sundowns nakho 6 times this season he has come in as a substitute. He's only started 1 game, and in that game he was subbed. And in 2 matches so far this season, he wasn't even available on the bench. So was it worth it ukuthi ngempela this player was wanted? No, it's because they knew ukuthi he was going to strengthen Chiefs if Chiefs had signed him. I believe it. Like, why would you do this? If you are that good, if you're trusting in how good your coaches are, then you should be just kicking everyone, just destroying everyone. But that's not what's happening. It's just taking all the players who are good and keeping them in their team. And in the process, it's not only hurting other teams. I can take other teams being hurt, they don't have money enough. But there are individuals, abafika lapha, I always cry. Ngiphatha kabuhlungu le ndaba le, angikhali literally, but ngiyakhala in a way, about uNghakolodi Ngele alo amjitalo abafethu. That was pure talent. Angimazi manje ngathi ngambona kuSwallows or something. Lo mjito wayenswempu lo, wayenswempu Ngele, wayenswempu Ngele. Uyamsign iSundowns. Never heard of Ngele again. Never, ever. And now you wonder, why did they sign the player bengeke bamsebenzisa? But now, eventually, Rhulani Mokwena has revealed ukuthi they're not gonna let a player go to a rival, because that shows ukuthi kwabona akusikho ukuthi now they have a trusted system that gets them all the titles that they get, but they are just buying a success, which if you have money you can do that, you can buy. But at the end of the day, if you have a small team mentality ukuthi you are busy trying to sabotage other teams in order for you to succeed, then you'll always remain a small team with all your titles, because your titles don't make you a big team. Chiefs is still a big team. That is why Chiefs is at 200,000 votes right now for this Carling Cup competition. That really annoys me, but that's not the point. The point is we have a lot of fans and Sundowns has very few fans because they are not a big team. They're just a small team that has money. And they continue showing it. And now what annoys me even more right now, is that now they have formed a group, people that they associate with the likes of Cape Town City, Super Sport United, some other people said Super Downs. They all Cape Town City. Now, but not really aimed. It's like now, but they're jumping into that ship. But in Jigiti, who's this guy? Ulepas, Victor Letswalo. Because they wouldn't sell him to Chiefs. Why? It's honestly just not only selfish, it is selfish. That's the thing I can think of. It's selfish. It's selfish, and it does not make sense to me. Why ngempela would you not think about talent? Terence Mashego uzoya lapha. Maybe he will start, but Motiba is a very good left back in my opinion. But Sundowns is doing the things. They are signing players they don't need, because if they don't sign those players, they will end up playing for Chiefs. Hi, so guess born, cause naba no Abubakar Nazir nabo banyiwa scheme. Sundowns only went after Abubakar Nazir after Chiefs has scouted him. Cause banayo phela imali, why bengayi scout league and get their own players? Chiefs ifike scout it must sign abadlali. How? And the funny thing is the fact that now it seems like Sundowns goes, Chiefs scouts players, Sundowns signs them, but eventually they come to Chiefs, which now makes it seem like Sundowns gets the best players, and then when they are tired of using them, they pass them down to Chiefs, which does not look good on us as a Kaizer Chiefs. but it annoys me because I really thought this article was not true, but it is true. He actually did say that. So guys, what do you think about Lantoga Rulani? Wow. Jotting it down on the comment section below. I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember, equals alpelo moy.